007, the CIA has come to us for assistance. It appears that one of their agents, a Miss Zoe Nightshade, recently sent out a distress signal. Since you are already on location in Hong Kong, we saw this as an opportunity to help out our American friends. Nightshade was investigating a botanical research firm known as Identicon, headed by a man named Nigel Block. The CIA believes that Identicon is a front for a massive smuggling ring dealing in biological weapons. In Nightshade's last report, she informed us that Identicon was taking considerable measures to transport and to protect vials of some unknown substance. Nightshade was to obtain one of their courier cases and have its contents analyzed, but her mission was compromised. You need to retrieve that courier case, 007, and rescue Miss Nightshade.
Now pay attention. I provided you with a high-tension grapple line I call the Q-Claw. Use this device to latch onto special perforated surfaces in order to pull yourself up to ledges and platforms. You'll also carry the Q-Laser, which emits a powerful beam of coherent light capable of slicing through metal alloys commonly used in locks.
A CIA agent is being held in this research facility. She was caught while retrieving a case containing suspicious research materials. Find the case and see to her safety.
Bond, R here. There appear to be two ways into the building. You could use your Q-Claw on that pipe vent to sneak in through the ventilation system, or your Q-Decryptor could open that digital lock.
Bond, M here. I'll try to keep in contact with you.
Bond, your Q-Laser could cut through that.
careful, 007. They may know you're inside.
Down, down, down!
Fireworks.
It went this way!
Security personnel to the cultivation area.
Kill the light! He's to the left!
I've located the vials Nightshade was looking for. Now I just need to find Nightshade herself.
Security personnel to the submarine pen. Repeat. Security personnel. 007. We believe the American agent is being held somewhere on the lower levels.
Don't lie to me. I know you're a spy. Now, call off your compatriot.
Go to hell!
You first. Enjoy the ride. Prepare to launch the sub.
Submarine to launch in 5 minutes. You've got to get on that submarine, 007.
see you. Please cut this lock. Thank you. I don't know how to thank you.
I'm sure we'll think of something.
Good work on your successful infiltration of the research facility, Bond. As you know, your liberation of Nightshade did not go undetected. Block's men have been ordered to apprehend you at all costs. I recommend you leave the driving to her and use whatever means at your disposal to fend off enemy attackers. Your destination is Identicon's factory near the dockyards. Agent Nightshade has indicated that the second shipment with the last set of vials can be found there. Penetrate their defenses and recover that case. Once you have recovered the vials, deliver them to R for analysis. He will be waiting for you within the dockyards and will escort Agent Nightshade to safety.
Looks like we have company, Zoe. Keep a firm grip on the wheel. I'll hold them off.
Watch out for that helicopter! There's more of them dead ahead! Right in front of us! It's armored! Aim for the tires! There's a roadblock ahead.
Turn left here, Zoe.
James, we're surrounded. Ahead.
Slow down, Zoe.
Those cars are in the way. Ouch! That's gonna leave a mark.
that building straight ahead of us, Zoe. Why don't we drop in for a visit?
On the catwalk ahead! There's another crew on the left!
Head to the dock, Zoe. We'll get my car.
Thought you'd never ask.
Nice of you to join me, 007.
Sorry, R. I was delayed.
Let's get on with it, shall we? May I present our new BMW Z8? With a few modifications, of course. Forward-mounted rockets, retractable machine guns, dual side-vent deployed missiles, titanium armor, a rocket booster concealed behind the rear license plate, and, of course, a refrigerated beverage holder. Do take care of this machine, 007. You seem to have no appreciation for the painstaking effort that goes into building this type of equipment. She's dead, 007.
Bond, it's too late for her, but the assassin has taken the vials. Get after them. .007. It's too late for Agent Nightshade, but she needn't have died in vain. It's imperative that you reclaim those vials as quickly as possible. We've intercepted their radio transmission. They intend to transfer the vials to an armored van for more secure transportation. You must get to that rendezvous before they escape. Should you be unable to prevent the transfer from occurring, you must stop the armored van at all costs. Use caution, however. We need those vials intact.
007? I've airdropped some Q-Lab equipment into your area. They will appear as blips on your radar. The Q-Pulse is particularly effective in disabling vehicles without damaging their contents. You'll need to get within a few meters of your target and allow adequate charge-up time to ensure success.
The Q-branch briefcase that contains the vials is equipped with a locating beacon, 007. The arrow on your radar will enable you to track it.
Those blips on your radar indicate special modifications I've developed for your vehicle, 007. Use them sparingly, however.
The vials have been transferred to that armored van. It is imperative that we recover them. The evidence you retrieved in Hong Kong contained 9 vials of human blood samples, as well as photographs of the British Embassy in Romania. 8 of the vials were labeled with the initials of the world's industrial nations. The last vial was marked Griffin. The computer database search turned up a man named Reginald Griffin serving as a British diplomat in Romania. Griffin's behavior has been the subject of an internal foreign ministry report. He seems obsessed with protecting a secure room in the embassy, an area normally outside his jurisdiction. We want you to infiltrate Griffin's secure room, find out what he's hiding, and access his computer records. Because he's a high-level diplomat, this must remain a strictly covert investigation. We're not sure of the extent of the conspiracy, so trust nobody. Remember, too, that the guards are not suspected and may not be harmed.
On that note, 007, I've provided you with a dart gun that will tranquilize but not harm the guards. I've also issued you a pair of Q specs which can be used to see hidden doors and hatches. British embassies rely heavily on these security measures.
Sound the shoot to kill.
Griffin's quarters. The only way is up.
These are private quarters.
Sorry, miss. I'm with the new security team sent by the Home Office. I seem to have taken a wrong turn.
Really? Shall I show you the way?
I found Griffin. He's been tortured to death. Looks like an interrogation gone bad.
No, sir. Your eyes don't deceive you. Unfortunately, I am the last thing they will ever see.
Despite our recent setback in Hong Kong, our plans will not be disrupted. You must receive and deliver our defective merchandise to Malprave Industries in Switzerland.
Shocking news, 007. We've conducted tests on the man who attacked you in the embassy. He was more than just an imposter. He was an exact genetic duplicate of Griffin. In short, a clone. The message you retrieved from Griffin's computer mentioned a company, Malprave Industries, based in Switzerland, a leader in bioengineering technology. It fits the evidence that Malprave Industries is involved in the illegal advancement of human cloning. Bond, your mission is to infiltrate Malprave Industries and collect any incriminating information. You'll be posing as Mr. Somerset, a journalist who has arranged an interview with the company's reclusive owner and CEO. Once inside, look for evidence that will give us an indication of Malprave's plans.
Hello, 007. For this mission, we've provided you with a micro camera for photographing sensitive materials. Your Q decryptor can be used to hack into Malprave's computer mainframes. In addition, I've equipped you with a Q remote gadget. This device records electronic signals, which can then be used to remotely control the matching machine or computer.
Mr. Somerset? Right this way, please. I'm afraid your interview with Ms. Malprave has been delayed. In the meantime, you can enjoy the view.
I already am. I previously met Adrian Malprave. She was in the embassy in Romania.
Then you'd better collect your information and get out, 007. You have only a limited amount of time before they'll notice that you're gone. Find your evidence and get out of the base before they seal you. .007. The satellite imagery should be in plain sight.
That's interesting.
Security personnel, we have an intruder. Do not let him escape. Let's not give Mr. Somerset a warm reception.
Drop your weapon!
007. The access card should work with the mainframe computer system.
Drop your weapon!
Unwarranted access detected.
All personnel, shoot Mr. Bond on sight.
Watch out! Get him back there! Look out! Move on!
Guard, let's put Mr. Bond on ice.
Right, 007. Now get out of there. Bond, use your Q remote on the control panel. It should override the door mechanism.
Bond, your Q remote is now programmed to open this door. Be careful.
Before he reaches the tram line!
The tram cable, Bond. It's your only chance. The data you retrieved in Switzerland includes a file titled Damaged Goods. We believe this is a code word for Dr. Natalia Damascu, a scientist formerly in the employ of Malprave. Dr. Damascu escaped with a data chip containing information on something known as Poseidon. Fearing for her life, she has taken refuge in the British Embassy in Romania. There is evidence that Malprave has hired Carla the Jackal to raid the embassy and kidnap Dr. Damascu. Bond, you must prevent her from being kidnapped.
007, I've secured a room in an upper-floor apartment around the corner from the embassy. You'll have to get past a sniper on the tree-lined street to get into the apartment. I'll provide you with a device that will allow you to infiltrate the embassy.
Bond, Malprave is going to attempt direct assault on the embassy. Their target is Dr. Natalia Damascu, who used to work for Malprave. She has a data chip indicating the location of something known as Poseidon. Make sure that Dr. Damascu is not captured. Bond, the terrorists control the front of the building and they've taken civilian hostages. You'll need to take an alternate route to ensure their safety. Use the safe house on the other side of the embassy. R will provide further instructions upon your arrival.
Stop him! Kill him!
Ah yes, the latest in holographic technology. I thought that would catch your eye, 007. Now pay attention. This ordinary-looking business card contains circuitry that will turn your watch into a skeleton key for digital locks. Its beam will disrupt any digital encryption. Quite clever, I dare say.
We've checked the embassy blueprints. They refer to an escape route to the roof somewhere in the rotunda. The only clue to its precise location is the phrase King and Country. The terrorists are evacuating now, so you must hurry.
The name is Bond. James Bond.
They've taken the data chip containing the information on Poseidon.
James Bond.
Did you encounter the Jackal? What happened?
She's fallen for me.
In her debriefing, Dr. Damascu informed us that Poseidon is a secret laboratory where Malprave develops her clone replicants. However, Poseidon's location remains a mystery. That information was on the data chip stolen by Malprave's henchmen. Dr. Damascu installed a microbeacon on the data chip, but it requires a special locator to read its signal. R has delivered a suitable tracking device to the local train station for your immediate retrieval. Our satellite reconnaissance indicates the helicopter pilot jettisoned the chip somewhere in the city before his damaged craft was destroyed. Malprave's men will undoubtedly be looking for it, so you must recover it as quickly as possible. Once you have the chip, you'll need to deliver it to R's field office on the other side of the river. From it, he should be able to discern the location of Poseidon. Good luck, 007. 007, the data chip has been ejected from the damaged helicopter. Retrieve the Q locator and find that chip.
flashing beacon on your GPS map indicates the position of the locator, 007. Now don't dawdle, we have precious little time.
Well done, 007. Now go find that ship. You have little time before Malbro's men get to it. It's imperative you get that device to me for decoding as soon as possible, 007. You'll have to get across the river, 007. I've left you something that should give you a boost. .007. I provided that booster for a reason. You'll have to rendezvous with our 007. Our satellite indicates that Malbro's men are swarming out there. Exercise extreme caution.
I found just the thing.
should give you an advantage in the dark, 007.
We've learned that Malprave's men have commandeered a supply train. Be on the lookout.
007, the battery pack for those goggles is about to expire.
Good job, 007. R is waiting for you.
Smashing entrance, wouldn't you say?
No, I wouldn't, 007.
I've recovered the chip. With a bit of your handiwork, it should tell us the location of Malprave's secret lab.
We'll leave that job in Zed's capable hands.
Very capable indeed.
Our analysis of the data chip reveals that the location of Poseidon is an oil drilling platform in the South China Sea. While this seems an unlikely location for a cloning lab, you must investigate the site immediately. Sources in Hong Kong inform us that Nigel Block has recently boarded a helicopter bound for the oil rig. If you find Block, chase him down. We must do whatever we can to hinder Malprave's actions.
Listen up, 007. I've equipped you with a special means of transport, the Q-Jet. This remarkable device provides a short burst of vertical thrust that propels you into the air. You can use it to leap up to platforms or overcome obstacles. Ingeniously, the Q-Jet can be fueled by any source of compressed gas you might find in the field. Keep an eye out for stations that might power the device.
.007. The data chip indicates an oil drilling platform in the South China Sea. Investigate anything that might shed light on Poseidon, Malprave's cloning facility. If you discover the lab, you must destroy it completely.
come a very long way to die, Mr. Bond. But first, let me show you around. You're a dead man, Mr. Bond.
The only way out is through that gap.
Nice form.
Your precipitous leap with Block has landed you in the transport system of Poseidon's secret underwater base, 007. Block will attempt to escape in order to carry out Malprave's cloning conspiracy. You can't allow that to happen. Be careful, however. Intelligence indicates that this transport system is protected by computer-controlled gun turrets and Block's heavily armed forces. The tunnel structure is too deep and the walls are too thick for our radio signals to penetrate them, so you'll be out of contact with us for this one, 007. Good luck.
I'll take it from here.
Let's go, Bond!
To die!
This is where we say goodbye, Mr. Bond.
Danger. The doors opening. Evacuate thermal core.
You've discovered the entrance to Poseidon. Well done, 007. This is certainly the laboratory devoted to clone research and production. Your mission is to destroy the lab by any means possible. Unfortunately, you have no explosives with you. You'll have to improvise some means of destroying the lab equipment. Perhaps your Q remote can be used to record programs that will create havoc with the lab's machinery. With a program recorded, your Q remote can be used to transmit code that will raise system pressure and inject harmful chemicals that will destroy the enzymes and proteins required for cloning. Destroying the lab equipment will alert the base personnel. Once you've achieved your mission objectives, find a means of escape.
Lasers activated. Rising to critical level. Warning. Broadcast. Unsafe level. Warning. System overload. Warning. Evacuate. Repeat. Evacuate.
I seem to recall you being killed in Hong Kong, Ms. Nightshade.
James, that was a clone. Created to gain information from you about what MI6 knows about Poseidon, and then to infiltrate the CIA. She was not meant to die. That rocket was intended for you.
Input navigation code. Enter verification code. Commencing dive sequence.
One thing troubles me. How can I be sure you're the genuine article?
I intend to prove it to you.
.007, the autopilot steered the submarine to a Royal Navy carrier stationed in the Mediterranean Sea. This ship is the site of a major summit meeting between the leaders of the world's industrial nations. Unbeknownst to the public, Malprave's men have taken control of the carrier. The vials of blood you obtained in Hong Kong match the DNA of the 8 world leaders. We are certain Malprave has cloned these leaders and intends to substitute them with her replicants. Bond, your first duty is to report to us for an update of the situation. Find the ship's briefing room where you can establish communications with MI6. We will then provide you with further intelligence data.
You go on without me. I'll try to find our means of escape.
Bond, we've picked up your position on the carrier.
Malprave's men have taken control of the ship. She's kidnapped the G8 leaders and intends to substitute them with clone replicants.
That's not your only problem. We've received a signal from someone on the ship. A nuclear warhead on board has been armed. You must disarm that bomb.
here!
Radio. I'll be in touch. James, I found the conference room, but there's no sign of the leader clones.
Safety first, lads.
Thank God you're here. They've armed a warhead. I can disarm it if you cut this chain.
Under different circumstances, I'd think twice about this.
They got your American friend. Some rough-looking chaps are holding her below in the depth charge bay. I'll open a door to the landing so you can get a better look.
Get your hands off me, you ape! You have to stop the clone leaders from escaping. I'll secure them in case we have to pursue.
.007, we see helicopters on the flight deck. Malprave's clones are making their escape. Don't let them get away.
James, I've got the jet. Let's go.
Malprave is holding the world leaders in a base high up in the Swiss Alps. 007, you must prevent world chaos and global economic meltdown by rescuing the leaders of the world. The 8 leaders are almost certainly being held at gunpoint. You'll have to ensure that none of them come to harm. All 8 hostages must survive unscathed, 007. Once the leaders have been rescued, find Malprave. Be careful when confronting her. No doubt she has more tricks up her sleeve.
I provided you with all your gadgets. You'll undoubtedly need them all. Good luck, 007.
Zoe, Malprave's holding the world leaders somewhere in this base. Have the jet ready and be prepared to meet me up at the top.
The real leaders of the free world are being held captive somewhere in Malprave's headquarters. You must see that they do not come to harm. Good luck. Remember, Bond, find the G8 leaders before it's too late. Looks like they're being held somewhere in the missile control complex. Good luck.
Don't shoot! Please!
I'll do anything!
I say, steady on, old chap.
Good work, 007, but they've sealed you in. You must try to find another way out of that silo.
Congratulations, Mr. Bond. You've scored a few victories, but it's not over yet. I've set the base's missiles to self-destruct. Soon your ashes will be falling like snowflakes. In the meantime, an old friend would like to entertain you. Nigel was most unhappy that you eliminated his double. He would like to return the favor.
James.